Welcome back to my channel at The Movie Optimist, where I try and find the silver linings and even the worst of films. It has just been revealed that Lilo and Stitch has crossed 600 million at the box office in less than 2 weeks, and I think that that is absolutely triumphant. There are so many people that are crying and complaining that this movie should not be successful because it's just going to continue to give us awful Disney live-action remakes, and I'm over here in the camp of, this was a great adaptation. Now, is it super faithful to the original? No, it takes some twists and turns of its own and changes the lore a little bit. One of the things that people didn't like was the fact that Lilo's sister wound up giving guardianship of her to the neighbor that has been a close family friend for their whole life while the sister goes off to college, and people are up in arms about this, but I'm over here like, it just makes sense. Why should Nani have to hold her life back? Why should she have to give up her dreams to be a mother surrogate figure? She still shows up to hang out with Lilo every night with the alien technology that was left behind for her. She should be allowed to go off and live her life. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I actually think that that elevated the original film. Now, yeah, it's a beautiful thing in the original when she decides to give up her dreams for Lilo, but it just makes more sense to allow Nani to have her happy ending too and live her life. And it's not like they're leaving Lilo with nobody. They're leaving them with a close family friend that also in this world has mentored Lilo for essentially all of her life and looked after her for Nani. So I don't think that that's a bad thing. I also saw a bunch of people complaining that Stitch isn't the same Stitch from the animated show, that they made him more of a dog in this one and less personality. And I really disagree with that wholeheartedly. I think that he was exactly like the Stitch from the cartoon. I think that he was bursting with personality and life, and he just jumped off the animated show and right into the live action movie in a very beautifully perfect way. My biggest complaint about it is that they took the shark creature out. I forgot his name. I know people are going to go up in arms that I forgot it, but there's the shark character that's hunting Stitch in the animated series, and they kind of took his character out and replaced it with a different character arc for Jumba, where in the animated movie, Jumba wound up going from a villain to a hero at the end, agreeing to help Stitch because he looks at him like a son and ultimately decides that helping him is the right thing to do. And they kind of robbed us of that character arc of him to make him more of a traditional villain.
Hey, Jamburka Gabblers.
What? After all you put me through, you expect me to help you just like that? Just like that? Fine.
Fine? You're doing what he says.
He's very persuasive.
Persuasive?
But I don't think that this is the end of Jumba, and I think it's only going to make a different arc for him more appealing in a sequel, which we're definitely going to get after all the success that this movie has. I'm okay with waiting a little longer to see that arc come to fruition, so it's not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, this movie was about Lilo feeling lonely and wanting a friend, and the same with Stitch, and them finding a family in each other, no matter how broken they are. And when you strip it down to just that message, this movie delivers in spades, and it maintains that heart that the original had. And to all the people that are sitting here complaining that this is one of the worst movies ever, one of the worst live-action Disney movies, I think that you're just a bitter, cranky old man or woman, and I feel bad for you that it's this hard for you to find joy in life, that you can come out of a movie like Lilo and Stitch, which is essentially a movie about a girl and her dog, so miserable that you would throw a temper tantrum about it online for 15 minutes. It's actually kind of embarrassing. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm really happy that this movie is doing as well as it's doing. I'm really happy that we're going to get a sequel because, for those of you who don't know, Stitch eventually finds his own little love interest in his own species once they eventually make their way to planet Earth. And I am really excited to see that come to fruition. I know a lot of people are as well. Just look at the box office. I am clearly in the majority in this. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you agree with me, or did you hate this movie like a lot of the other cynical reviewers online that want to shit all over it because they're just bitter and miserable? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next time.